How do I look?
You always look beautiful. But today I think you look more beautiful than ever.
Maybe I should change to another outfit. Something looks a little more maternal.
Oh, don't you change a thing. There is no law that says a woman cannot be a mother and a knockout, too.
Oh, Lordy, Asa, I'm so nervous I think I'm going to faint.
I gotta admit, even though I got 2 sons, I'm a little nervous about meeting this adoption lady myself. Well, wait a minute. How the hell do I look?
Oh, you're looking very fatherly and very, very handsome. And I want to tell you that I love you and I thank you for changing your mind about adopting a child.
I could never say no to you, Renee. Not for long, anyway. Who knows? Having a kid around may make me young. Yes, Nigel?
Excuse me, sir. This is Sylvia Graham of the Llanview Adoption Agency.
Thank you, Nigel. Hello, Mrs. Graham. I'm Renee Devine Buchanan, and this is my husband, Asa Buchanan.
My pleasure, Mrs. Graham. Nigel, bring in some coffee. Or would you prefer tea?
Oh, nothing. Thank you. I'm on a very tight schedule. If we could just get straight to the interview.
Yeah, come on in.
Hi. The guys in the newsroom said you'd be in here.
Girl, what are you doing here? You're on a deadline. You gotta go out and get a job. If you don't, Tina, you're asking for some serious problems.
I got a job.
You did?
Yeah, and when you find out what this job is, you are gonna be so proud of me.
Gabrielle.
I'm sorry, Megan. I was trying to...
What are you doing here?
I work here as Tanya's assistant. Didn't Max tell you?
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
You're working here on Fraternity Row.
Megan, I'm sorry that you had to find out this way. I know that Max is looking for you. He wanted to tell you himself. Well, you see, my sister, she saw the opening, suggested that I come to Max about it, but when I didn't, she came to Max herself.
Yes, I know. I saw her.
Look, I didn't want this job. I argued with Max, but the fact is, if I hadn't got a job by the end of today, they were going to send me to Statesville tomorrow.
It's amazing. You really are amazing. Cats have nothing over you and your 25 lives. You know exactly what to do, how to do it, exactly when to play your card, don't you?
What are you talking about?
This poor little me act of yours. Poor little me. I was on my way to jail. What could I do?
Look, I know it would have been best for you if I'd gone to Statesville, but it wouldn't have been good for my son.
No. I didn't want you to go to Statesville.
Oh, come on. That would have been your fondest dream.
No, because then Max would have had to worry about you every day, and I'm sure there would have been desperate phone calls as well as letters and telegrams letting him know that poor little you was still there.
You're honest, aren't you?
Yeah, something that you're certainly not capable of.
I'm being very honest. This was not my idea, and if I had any other choice...
You were working at Heavenly Hash.
Which wasn't working out. My very presence there was destroying business for Wanda. It wasn't fair to her.
Oh, sure. You heard about this job, and you turned yourself into a martyr so that Max would feel sorry for you and come rushing to your rescue once again.
That is completely untrue. Megan, I know that you don't like me. I know that you are jealous of my relationship with Max. But this was not planned. It just happened.
And now you have to spend all day around Max. How terrible for you.
Well, according to Max, I won't be seeing very much of him. But if that is not good enough for you, you can go to him and ask that I be removed.
You know damn well that I can't change his mind.
That's not true either. Look, all I need is a job, any job that will keep me out of Statesville. But if you can't accept my working here, then I will quit because I don't have the energy to argue with you or anyone else.
Oh, yeah, that would be perfect, wouldn't it, Gabrielle? You quit, Max would blame me. Or maybe if you quit and went to Statesville, then Max and Al would blame me and never forgive me.
I'm sure that you have a great many questions to ask us, so why don't we just jump right in?
Oh, I had my accountant draw up a financial statement for you.
No, that won't be necessary. The agency always runs a complete financial check on all prospective parents so that we can be assured that they can provide for the child.
Well, we can provide anything and everything the child will ever need. Buchanan Enterprises, rock solid. Show a profit every quarter.
Yes, that's what I understand. So, here you are at a time in your life when you could do anything you choose, go anywhere at any time, and yet you've decided to tie yourself down with a child. Would you care to explain that to me?
We don't see the child as a burden. We see the child as a blessing.
Oh, and if we decide to travel, we'll pack up the little one and take him along with us.
Truth told, I mean, even though we're wealthy and we're free to travel whenever we want, we're actually just homebodies. I mean, we have been talking about having a honeymoon ever since we got married. We're still just talking.
And we're very, very close to my sons, an extension of our family here. That gives us pleasure, family.
Asa had the pleasure of raising 2 sons.
And you've never had a child?
No. And that's one of the things I find is missing in my life. I long to share my love with a child, to help her or him learn to face the world. I feel that I have a lot to give as a mother, and I'd like to have the chance to prove that.
And you don't believe that the demands of a child would overwhelm your energy?
Oh, heavens to Betsy, no. Asa has grandchildren and a great-grandson, and we just love having him here. We hate it when they go. Of course, it is demanding and trying sometimes, but for the most part, we just flat out have a great time, don't we, honey?
And you, Mr. Buchanan?
Well, to be truthful, Sylvia, when Renee first brought it up, I was against it. Then all of a sudden, I realized that being with my grandchildren was the most pleasure I'm getting. I don't care much about business anymore. And wheeling and dealing was kind of an addiction, and as they say, the thrill's gone, and I live quietly and simply. A new baby would be a real pleasure in this whole house.
Well, your enthusiasm for a child is obvious. I don't doubt for a moment that you mean that. But in terms of the welfare of our children, we have to dig deeper than desire. In addition to finances, we also run a complete background check on all prospective parents, as I'm sure you were told when you first applied. Now, we found quite a bit of background information on you, Mr. Buchanan, and some very interesting points about you, Mrs. Buchanan.
Tina, what's going on?
Well, see, I think I found a way to try to make up for what I did. I mean, I know I'll never really be able to totally make up for it, but at least it's a start.
By doing what?
By convincing, the organization, Lord Love the Children, to hire me. I mean, you know the organization. They help children that don't have any families and stuff, and they help find really nice families to adopt them.
Wait a minute. Didn't the LLC just pick up Miriam Blue's place?
Yeah. See, I was there with Miriam begging her to give me a job when Ambrose Wyman and his wife Serena came in, and they hired me. I mean, I didn't even have to lie or anything because he believes in giving people second chances.
You know, Tina, when you didn't call today, we got a little worried.
I know. I was just afraid to call. I was so afraid of having to go to Statesville. I thought everybody would be so embarrassed. And, well, now somebody has faith in me. I mean, Ambrose was even saying how sincere I am in wanting to make up for what I did wrong.
Well, good. I'm glad you went out there. I'm glad you got a job. I'm relieved, to say the least.
Oh.
What, Tina? What more do you want from me?
I don't know. I guess I had this fantasy that maybe you'd forgive me. Oh, no. So now you're mad at me for expecting too much.
No, Tina, I'm not mad at you. I guess it just kind of bugs me a little bit that you think you can waltz in here, tell me you got this new job, and you expect everything to be forgotten between us.
It's not just a job. It's a whole attitude. It's everything. I mean, I'm really hoping that after my sentence is finished and you and I, well, and CJ, we're all living as a family together again.
Do you not listen to a word that I have said to you since you come back? You know, I don't enjoy hurting you, Tina, but then again, I don't think I've given you any kind of impression that we would live together as husband and wife when you get back from this halfway house, because we haven't settled anything.
Well, if you're convinced of that and you've already made up your mind that we're never going to work out, then I might as well just stay in that halfway house.
Please, please, don't be so dramatic, huh?
It's not dramatic. Look, what is the point in trying to make myself a much better person if nobody even notices, if you just turn your back on me again?
You make yourself a better person for yourself, Tina, for nobody else. I have never been quiet about the fact that I have some doubts about whether we're ever going to work this out.
I just don't know what to do to convince you that I'm not going to make the same mistakes again.
All right, Tina, you want to convince me? Then stop putting so much pressure on me. Go out there, go live your life. Work at your job, serve your time, and be the best mother you know how to be to our little boy. And spend as much time with him as you are allowed to spend with him. And as far as we're concerned, Tina, let's just let whatever happens, happen.
I'm trying to do that. I mean, I know expecting too much was a big mistake, but basically every day I get up, I see what my life is, and I'm trying to deal with it, no matter how bad it is, all right? And I don't come running to you or anybody else to try to get me out of anything, all right? I am trying to handle this like an adult.
And you're doing a good job.
And why is it that you go so far out of your way to make me feel so down about everything? I mean, it just makes me think that...
That what, Tina? Come on, we open this. Let's just finish it off. What?
It makes me think that there's another woman.
Oh, Tina, I...
Well, why else wouldn't you let me near you? So is it Gabrielle's sister?
And you must know that the depression wiped out my daddy. I started from scratch. I'm a self-made man with some wealth and power. I have hurt some people, just like every other mover and shaker in the business world.
Yes, indeed. We have come across evidence of a certain, well, ruthlessness wouldn't be the wrong word, would it, Mr. Buchanan?
No, in context, necessary. But I have never gone out of my way to harm a rival. I will own up to ruthless. But I want you to understand, I have never, ever done anything malicious.
Well, about your personal life, you seem to have been married 6 times.
Yes, counting Renee.
And actually, one of those marriages was concurrent with another, Pamela?
Oh, please, that dreaded fiasco. I paid with my hide tenfold. I'll bet your records don't go into detail about that so-called bigamy charge. Anyway, that is old news. I mellowed in my business just like I'm going to mellow in my personal life. Renee here has tamed me. I'm devoted to this woman till the day I die.
And I believe him, Mrs. Graham. Otherwise, I wouldn't have married him. You see, I loved my first husband very much, and I think that we would have had a very happy, very long life together, but he died a year after the wedding of a very serious illness, and it's taken me all these years to find this much love.
Well, I'm pleased that you're both so happy. Now, Mrs. Buchanan, there was a very troubling period in your life when you lived in Nevada. You ran a brothel. You were, in fact, the owner and madam of this establishment?
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Do you want to say anything about that?
What is there to say? I fell on hard times after my husband died, and sometimes life throws you a curve that you don't have any control over. I mean, if I had my life to live over again, I'd probably have gone to college or something. It's just the way things were. Regretfully, I ran a brothel to survive.
That was so long ago you could not hold that against her. It has nothing to do with being a mother. Matter of fact, she mothered most of those wayward girls.
Yes, but you see, we have many couples competing for these children, and whereas the agency may not hold that against you, as you put it, it nonetheless has to go into a negative column.
One strike cannot count us out.
Are you saying there are other strikes against us, Mrs. Graham?
Unfortunately, your age.
Oh, come on. There's a law against discrimination for age, and you know it.
Not when it comes to adoption, Mr. Buchanan. These children need stability. They need parents that will see them through their childhood into their teen years. And we have many couples, much younger, who are desperate to adopt.
So you're telling us that you've already made up your mind and it doesn't matter what we do or say and it won't change.
I'm afraid that the agency is going to have to turn down your request to adopt one of our babies.
That's fine, lady. We'll go to another agency.
Well, I think you're going to get the same answer when you do. You'll just have to see. And if you do continue to strike out, I hope that you will, well, consider talking to a lawyer who handles private adoptions. I'm sorry.
We don't need or want your pity, Sylvia.
I am sorry. Given your life experience, I think you'd make fabulous parents, but, you know, I just work for the agency. I don't make up the guidelines and the rules. It was very nice meeting you. And you, Mrs. Buchanan. I'll find my own way out.
Oh, I want to thank you for coming by and saying no and explaining to us in person. That was nice.
Well, bye.
Thank you, but don't do me any favors by quitting.
All right, then. Can I help you with your dress?
No. I'll get Tanya to help me when she gets here. Max!
Here you are. Have you two met?
Oh, you think this is a big joke, do you?
No.
Oh, well, thank you so much for letting me find out about Gabrielle on my own. I really appreciate your sensitivity.
I was trying to find you to tell you.
I think this is probably my lunch hour. Excuse me.
Megan, I'm sorry. Lead me to it.
No one did. Spring lied. She told me that Tanya was waiting for me here to finish my fitting. Should have known when she was grinning from ear to ear.
I really, truly
How
hate
could
that you
you?
did...
How could you give that woman a job here, in the only place that I feel secure?
There was no choice.
Oh, yes, there was a choice. And you chose to cave into her tricks once again.
Yeah, she was kind of nice. You know, I think she meant it when she said we'd be great parents.
Oh, I think she did too, and maybe there's some hope. It's just that there's so many other couples competing, and I think we're terrific. Asa, I just don't know what to do. I don't know whether to cling to hope and stay positive and try all the different avenues or just give up.
Give up, that's it, huh? You're trying to tell me that no matter how hard we try, we'll never adopt? Well, I tell you something, honey. You want to keep this marriage, you keep trying.
Asa, tell me, in your heart of hearts, do you really want another Buchanan in the family? Are you just trying to please me?
Well, when I opened up my mind to it, and I really thought about it, I kind of liked the idea. I get great pleasure from the grandkids. Why not have that every day of my life? As short as it's going to be, according to that lady.
That's just silliness. You're going to be as strong in 20 years as you are now. We just have to prove that to the adoption people.
We will. We will not take no for an answer. We'll go to any agency all over the world if we have to. One way or the other. You, me. We're going to adopt.
Asa Buchanan. You know, every time that I think that I couldn't possibly love you more than I did on our wedding day, you go and you do something or you say something that just, it proves me wrong. Oh.
No, Tina. No, there is not another woman, and I can't believe that you would even say something like that. We have always had only one problem, and one problem only with our marriage, and that is trust. My trust of you.
Well, it's just... Never mind, I'm not going to say anything.
No, not never mind, Tina, because I think you need to understand something. Nobody has caused problems in our marriage. Nobody on the outside, at least. Especially not Debra Medina. Now, she's a friend, and a friend only. Do you understand?
Well, she must be attracted to you, and I mean, it's been a long time since we... You know, and it's just going to make you very easy prey for another woman.
Please, give me a little credit here, all right?
Look, I'm sorry if I insulted you. I didn't mean to. I don't know. This is hard for me, and I was so excited about the job.
I'm sorry, too, Tina. This hasn't been a great day for me. 2 seconds ago, just got through saying goodbye to Clint. I am proud of you, Tina. And that's more than I can say than I felt in a long time. I think that's a start. Maybe that can be the added encouragement that you need.
Yeah, no. I'll take it that way. I will.
Good.
Well, I guess I better get back to the clinic and start showing how responsible and trustworthy I am, huh? I'm not going to be able to see CJ for a few days. So will you give him some extra big hugs for me?
I will be more than happy to do that, yeah.
And please tell Vicki I'll call her as soon as I can.
With you. Hey, Debra, how you doing?
Hi. Sorry, I didn't know you were busy.
Oh, he's not busy. It's just me, his wife. And I'm just on my way out, so, thank you.
Tina, did you hear the news about Gabrielle? I mean, she's got a job. She's not going to Statesville.
Yes, that's great. And, I'm not going either. I got a job, so I guess it's everybody's lucky day.
All right. You hang in there, Tina.
What tricks are you talking about?
Oh, you have absolutely no idea.
What, you think Gabrielle tricked me into hiring her? Is that it?
I think that Gabrielle couldn't overlook the fact that her deadline was coming up, and she knew that she could count on you to give her a job.
Megan, I understand your suspicions. It didn't happen that way.
Oh, no? Not according to Gabrielle, right? She is a champion manipulator, Max. I can't believe that you don't doubt her.
I'm sorry this made you angry and hurt you. What am I supposed to do? I mean, I was up all last night thinking about... After all the time and energy and money everyone spent keeping her out of prison...
Oh, exactly. You certainly couldn't turn your back on her right now, right? Well, believe me, Max, Gabrielle was not having those thoughts last night.
Megan, she didn't want to take this job. She was afraid you'd react this way.
Oh.
Look, it's done. Now, why argue about it at this point?
Why didn't you even discuss it with me?
Well, because I knew you would hate the idea.
Oh, brilliant.
Megan, Debra, what am I supposed to do? What, should I just send her off to Statesville? Should I just take my kid up there once every Saturday for 10 years to visit her? Is that what you want?
Hey, don't get angry at me. Don't yell at me. No, that's not what I want. I don't want her to go to Statesville. But her life is not Max or damnation. Even though she's managed to convince you of that once again.
How is Tina?
She's all right. She just keeps thinking that all these little things are going to make everything all right between us. In fact, she got this job. Not that that's a little thing, but she thinks that that's going to fix all of our problems.
Well, I can understand that, though, Cord. I mean, if I was in her position, I would just hope that every positive step would impress you, so that sooner or later you'd warm up.
I know it's kind of hard to warm up to somebody when you're constantly on guard. Always looking for some false little note, some lie.
Is that necessary?
Yeah. She's never going to make a fool out of me again. Somehow Tina's just having a hard time understanding that.
Well, I'm sure she'll understand it someday.
Yeah. Maybe. So, how you doing?
Well, I'm fine. I've got an audition later on today. But I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to jinx it.
Oh, well, good luck. Oh, or break a leg. Ooh, do you say that to dancers?
Yeah. Listen, have you had lunch?
No, I haven't. And I don't think I'm going to be getting out of here very soon at all. See, I got this new position. I'm new executive editor of the Banner.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, I would have thought you'd be slightly more enthusiastic. I mean, this is a big promotion for you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, hey, I guess under ordinary circumstance, I'd be jumping up into the ceiling. But the reason I got the gig is because Clint took off for Arizona. As a matter of fact, your mama just took him to the airport a little while ago.
Really? How long did he go for?
Good question. I mean, from the way he was talking, I didn't get the indication that he was going to be coming back here anytime soon.
But I thought he was moving the whole family out after the holidays.
Yeah, well, all that has changed. I guess Vicky and Clint are having some marital problems themselves. In the meantime, I got all kinds of work here. Oh, get this. Including returning an RSVP for some stupid invitation from the Mandoran government.
Hey, that's the welcoming reception for Prince Raymond.
You know about this?
Yes, I got an invitation too. Oh, Cord, please don't cancel it. Let's go together.
So, why don't you just tell me what it is you want me to do?
Well, the problem is, Tina, I'm not sure. You see, we're moving our equipment and files, trying to get settled. Well, maybe you should just come in tomorrow.
Well, what about the kids? I could play with them.
No, other members of the staff are handling that.
Bang!
Oh, my heart, little boy.
Now, wait a minute. You look... I know you, don't you? Your name's Wesley, right? Why are you shooting us?
Because you made Miriam leave.
Oh, no, honey. Didn't Miriam explain to you that Mr. and Mrs. Wyman are just here to help her out?
That's right, young man. You see, sometimes people have to go away and deal with problems. But she'll be back soon. In the meantime, my wife and I and the staff and Tina here, we're going to look after you.
Well, I want Miriam.
Yeah, well, Tina, maybe you should take care of Wesley here for the time being.
Okay. Well, why don't I tell you a story? I tell great stories. I mean, ask my little boy. In fact, I could read you a story. With him, I would read for hours. And...
Bang, bang.
Yeah. Okay. How about this idea? How about we find a game we can play together? In fact, we could go to the rec room and play some video games. What do you think? Wesley, would that be okay? Whoa, wait a minute. Honey, where are you off to in such a hurry? You look familiar. Have I met you here before?
I just got here, Serena. Who's this?
Well, this is Wesley. And what's your name, honey?
Sandy.
Oh, that's such a pretty name,
Oh, there you are, Sandy. Oh, it's amazing how fast they can disappear. I thought she'd gone out the front door.
Oh, no. She just ran through, and we were just getting acquainted.
Oh, Well, Sandy, come on back with me, honey.
Oh, well, I'd be happy to play with her.
Oh, no thanks, Tina. Since Sandy's new at the center, I think she'd be more comfortable with people she knows. In fact, Serena and I agree. We think you ought to go on home for the rest of the day and start fresh in the morning.
If you insist.
I do. Well, Wesley, why don't you come with Sandy and me? It's time for snacks.
Goodbye.
God bless you, Tina.
She looks just like the picture Garnet hid under my mattress. Could that really be her daughter?
Just think about it, Max. Gabrielle is a survivor. Lord knows she survived Eterna. She could have turned on her tears and her manipulative charm to get someone else to give her a job, if she had wanted that.
I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, why don't you say, yeah, you're right, Megan. You know why she didn't? It's because she was waiting to stick her little claws into your willing flesh.
Can we just stop this?
Yeah, let's just stop this. Maybe we should just stop our whole relationship while we're at it. I'm just sick of this, Max. I just am. I can't take this anymore.
Just hear me out. 1 minute, okay? Just 1 minute. I gave her the job, okay, but I forced her on Tanya. You know, Tanya has final decisions about her assistants. If Gabrielle can't cut it, she's out.
Is that right? The producer's not going to step in and ask Tanya to keep her.
Not if there's a legitimate complaint, no. Megan, come on. How often are we going to see her? You know how Tanya treats her assistants? They become like moles down here. Now, I made it very clear to her, this is just a job. It means nothing more.
And not too long ago, you made it very clear to her that she had to go on with her life without you. Isn't that right?
Megan, I love you.
Oh, God, don't say that.
You are so hooked on her, it makes me sick.
I am not hooked on her.
That is what is so sad and so frightening about all of this, Max, is that you don't even know it, but I know it and Gabrielle knows it. And that's why you have constantly put our relationship in jeopardy to save her.
No, don't say I've put us in jeopardy. Megan, I don't mean to. What can I do? I'm between a rock and a rock.
You know what you remind me of? An alcoholic who swears off drinking and then continues to go to bars and hangs out, hoping that he's not going to be tempted. That's you with Gabrielle here. I gotta go.
No, we're gonna talk this through.
What is there to talk about? Even if I did have something to say, you wouldn't listen to me.
Megan, I love you. We're gonna get through this, and it's not gonna hurt as much as you think.
Well, that is very nice of you to offer, but I'm sorry, there's no way I'm going to go to this reception.
Why not?
Why? Because every time I hear the word Mandora, I feel like someone is sticking a screwdriver under my fingernails and pulling them off.
Because of Tina, right?
Yeah, because of Tina. You know, there was one happy time in my life when I didn't even know about Mandora. Do you know that? And then all of a sudden, it's like controls my life. First, Tina finds out about these damn crown jewels. She goes out after them, risks our lives, and ruins our marriage because of it. And then, when we're trying to work things out, she runs off to Mandora because she can't deal with the pressure here.
Claude, that is hardly the country's problems or Prince Raymond's.
Yeah, I understand that, but I still can't go. Sorry.
Well, I think you can get over this.
Oh,
now, come on,
how?
relax. Now, I'm going to say this word. Now, listen.
All right.
Mandora, 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 Mandora.
Right now, it's...
You see, you're not even bleeding. I mean, you're not even hurt.
So what you're saying is you want me to go out and lighten up a little bit and have some fun.
That is exactly what I'm saying. But what I need to know is, can you take it? I mean, is Claude Roberts man enough to take it?
Whoa, wait a minute. We're not questioning my manhood here, are we?
Well, yes, I think I am.
Oh.
I mean, I can see that you can handle your burdens of your problems.
Yeah.
But what do you like when it comes to fun?
Oh, girl. Man, when you put it that way, I've got no choice but to show you what a macho dude I can be. Okay, I'll go out, I'll show you a good time. And I'll even take everything that Mandora's got to throw at me.
Oh, great.
Who is it?
Audrey.
Come in. No, it's not how it looks. I'm just rehearsing my lines.
Oh. Boy, for a minute there, I thought you might be a little upset about Tanya's new assistant.
What is it, me? I mean, am I causing all of this to happen? What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, Megan, but unless you're prepared to have Max out of your life for good, I don't think you have much choice. You're just going to have to find some way to accept it.
Well, if it was just a job, I could accept it. But I'm afraid about how much he loves her.
Oh, now, wait, I don't agree with that. You want to know something? I watch the two of you when you're together, and I know that he loves you. It's just that right now he's in a bind with this little witch, and she has this ability to make him feel like he's responsible for her. Does he have any idea how this makes you feel?
Yes. I told him even before he hired her. But he hired her anyway. Didn't even tell me. I mean, that's what hurts so much. I had to find out from Gabrielle.
Oh, wow, that is low.
He told me that he was looking for me. He couldn't find me. But what if subconsciously he wanted to hurt me? He wanted me to find out that way because he couldn't face me.
Megan, I think you've been working on a soap too long.
What do you mean?
Well, I've noticed that people who've been here a while have a tendency to look for hidden meanings everywhere, and everybody starts to leap to the worst possible conclusion to any situation because that's the way it works in the stories.
Yeah, well, it would be real nice if that could explain all of the horrible thoughts I'm having right now, but I don't think so.
Well, how about this thought? What if you're playing right into Gabrielle's hands by acting this way? What if you're having precisely the reaction that she wants you to have?
Max, you still here?
Started thinking, I guess I just lost track of the time.
Are you all right?
I don't know. You all right? You and Megan must have had a few words before my timely arrival.
Yes, we did. She was shocked and then very furious. Look, I feel for you. I know you just want everybody to be okay. The thing is, everyone is more okay than you.
Hey, don't worry about it. Megan and I will manage to get through this. You and Megan will get through it. Just, try not to run into her, okay?
Of course, I don't particularly want to see her.
Yeah, well, Tanya fawns all over her, so she'll take care of all of her costume needs. I'll see you around.
Max, if this does become too unbearable for you, will you please think of yourself first and just tell me to go?
Hey, we're all grown-ups around here, right? Megan's upset. She'll get over it. We'll fall into a routine. We'll forget all about this.
I hope so.
Want a hand with that? Wait! No! I hope you're okay, because I'm laughing too hard to help. All right, come on. Here, let me help you.
I would appreciate it.
No!
Tina, you wanted to talk to me? Yeah, I was thinking a lot about our conversation. You know, about your daughter?
What about her?
Well, have you seen her or heard from her or anything about her?
No. I'm supposed to pretend she never existed. That's why I'm not supposed to have the photograph. Even though I keep telling myself over and over again how Sandra will have a better life, I just know she misses me, and oh, I miss her so much.
Oh, Garnet, please don't cry.
You know.
You never know. Maybe you'll see her again. Listen, did they say anything to you? Did they tell you anything about the couple that adopted her?
No, I mean, they told me that they were from Southern California, and they assured me that this couple had the best of everything to offer Sandra, including a lot of love. Oh, God, I pray every night that that's true. Not the wealthy part so much, but the love. I can't talk about this anymore.
Well, I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I'm the one who agreed to let my little girl be adopted.
Megan, don't take this the wrong way. Maybe this wouldn't be getting to you the way it is if you believed that Max truly loved you and wanted to spend his life with you, not Gabrielle.
I do believe that. Most of the time, anyway. But Gabrielle doesn't. And if she thinks she has this much chance of getting back together with Max, she'll jump on it. She's a champion manipulator, and I'm sorry, I'm lousy at it.
Okay, so what we have here is a case of on-the-job training. You learn the tricks from her, and you beat her at her own game. You want to hear more?
Sure.
Good. Okay. What you have to remember is that you are the star here, not her. The only purpose for her being here is to shine your shoes and to iron your clothes like Cinderella. All you have to do is just exude your natural grace and charm, and you will sparkle, and she will sink further and further into the woodwork until she gets it through her head that she cannot compete with you.
You make a lot of sense, Audrey. You really do. But Gabrielle is not rational, and neither is Max when it comes to her.
So what are you going to do? You're going to throw away all my good advice because of that? Look, do you have any better ideas that aren't against the law?
No. No, you're right. I have to be regal and confident, and I have to realize that this is my territory and that Gabrielle is the outsider, the one that doesn't fit in, and that Max just gave her this job for Al's sake, and that's that.
Right. Now you're talking. So, do you think you're ready to go out that door and face Max and Gabrielle and... Oh, wait a minute. The worst of all. Spring sky.
God, you just put all of this in perspective.
don't think I've laughed that hard since my whole life went haywire.
Oh, boy, does it feel good. They ought to invent a machine that makes you laugh till your sides hurt. Okay, let's... Okay, all right, once again. We're going to try this once again.
All right, okay.
Okay. You want to press my... Oh. Yeah, let me help you with the rack.
Oh, dear.
Well, there's 3 of them over here.
And all the rest of them are on the floor. Oh,
I think you better get these up before Tanya comes back.
Aha. Tanya, you're right. There goes my job. Right, boss. Oh, my God.
You know what you remind me of? An alcoholic who swears off drinking and then continues to go to bars and hangs out, hoping that he's not going to be tempted. That's you with Gabrielle here.
You know, I never thought about costumes on soap operas. I just assumed that all the actors and actresses just wore their favorite outfits of the day. I had no idea it was so complicated.